Hello everyone, welcome to Cambridge Primary Science, Stage 6, Chapter 4, Forces and Motion. Today our topic for discussion, balanced and unbalanced forces. Which force is bigger? Let's see, let's discuss about the balanced forces, right? You can see from the picture that a man is holding the book and like stretch your arm up and hold the book. Remember the force always act in pairs, always. When you are holding a book up, you can see there is an upward force. You can see there is an upward force of arm to hold the book. The weight of the book, now there is a upward force of the arm. The book is exerting a downward force caused by the gravity pulling the object downwards. The forces are of the same size but in the opposite direction. When both the forces are of same size and there will be no movement. When both the forces are of same size, there will be no movement. The object does not move. We say the forces are balanced. Okay. As your arm gets tired, in previous slide, the man is holding the book, stretching the arms up higher. But if your arms get tired, at some point your arms will get tired. For how long you can hold the book? If your arms get tired, you exert a less upward force. Your arm will get slightly down. Okay, but the weight of the book still remains the same. The book exerts a bigger force than your arm. Earlier in the previous slide, you have seen both the forces are of same size because the arms were stretched up and the book is exerting the force. There was no movement. But now here we can see that the arms is slightly down and the weight of the book is there. That is same as it was in the previous slide. If one force is bigger than the other, an object moves in the direction of the force. Okay. Here you can see the weight of the book. This force is bigger than this force, downward upward force of an arm, right? When the force of the book, the weight of the book, this force is bigger than that of the upward force of an arm, then we can say that the two forces are unbalanced. The longer the arrow, the bigger the force. Here you can see the weight of the book arrow is longer and the upward force of an arm book is, that arrow is not that big. When the two forces are unbalanced, the longer the arrow, the bigger the force. When the forces are unbalanced, one force is greater than the other, and we say that there is a net force. Okay. When the forces are unbalanced and one force is greater than the other, we say that there is a net force. When the forces are balanced, we say there is no net force. Larger the mass is more difficult to move than the smaller mass. This is not related to this unbalanced force, but this is just to inform that the larger mass is more difficult to move than a smaller mass. Let's discuss about the activity. Energy is related to the forces. We need energy to create the force, right? If we need energy for all these things, to create a force, to holding the book up. As the energy in our arm muscles is transferred to the book to hold it up, our arms get tired. Result, we exert the less force on the book. If the weight of the book exerts a bigger force than our arm, the book pulls our arm down, right? If the book has a bigger force, the book pulls our arm down. So this is an activity, and let's discuss the question answers related to this activity. What force is acting on the book? The force of your arm holding the book up. What force is acting on your arm? The weight of the book, which is due to the force of the gravity. When you first hold up the book, is one force bigger than the other? Why or why not? The forces are of the same size. They are talking about the balanced forces. In the first slide, you have seen that when you stretch your arms up and the weight of the book, both are of same size. The book does not move and your arm does not move. After you holding the book for the 2 minutes, your arm get tired. One force is bigger than the other. Say why or why not? Because the weight of the book is bigger, and it pulls your arm down, so you hold the book lower. Because you get tired, because you need energy, and if you hold the same thing for so long, you will obviously get tired, right? The weight of the book will remain the same, but it pulls your arm down, so you hold the book lower. That you have seen in the unbalanced forces. Why can a flying golf ball break a window but a ping pong ball can't? Golf ball and ping pong ball, they are of the same size. Which one is heavier? Which one will exert more force? Are the forces balanced or unbalanced when the golf ball hits the window? What about when the ping pong ball hits the window? These are the questions. The golf ball exerts more force on the window than the window exerts on the ball, which makes the window break. Because the golf ball exerts more force, that makes the window break. The ping pong ball exerts less force on the window than the window exerts on the ping pong ball. So the ball bounces off the window, which does not break. Okay. In the tug of war, both the teams, you can see in the picture, are pulling the rope with an equal force. Some forces are bigger than others, we know that. What will happen if both the teams have equal strength? There are equal number of participants in both the teams. You can see 5 on the left, 5 on the right. They have equal strength, right? So what will happen if both the teams have equal strength, and why will this happen? Forces are pushing or pulling on an object can cause a movement. Unequal forces will cause a movement in the direction of the larger force. Okay. There will be a movement in which direction? In the direction where there is a larger force. You have to keep in mind the movement will happen only in the direction of the larger force. These forces are unequal forces will cause a movement, and unequal forces, where there will be unequal forces, they will say that are the unbalanced forces. Equal but the opposite forces will not cause any movement. If there are both the sides, if there are the same forces, and then there will be a no movement. And if there are unequal forces, you must simply think that if there are unequal forces, there will be a movement. If there are equal forces, there will be no movement. Okay. These are balanced forces, the equal forces. Balanced forces act on a single object. When a tug of war teams pull on the opposite ends of the rope with the same amount of force, the rope does not move because the forces acting on it are balanced. So both the forces are exerted on one object, and that object is rope. But if there are you can say if there are three participants in one team and five participants in another team, obviously the team with the five participants or with the more members can win. There will be a possible chances that the team with the higher number of participants can win. Then there is a movement if there are unequal force is there. Okay, that the B team will win. Where there are high number of participants, then the force will act on that side, the larger the force, and that team will win. How you can see that the forces act on that side? Because the team will win. If there are if there are more number of participants, and that there will be the force, the movement will happen only on that side where there is a larger force. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe my channel. Bye.